Well, we want to, I mean, you'll be wondering who is our guest of the two of them. Well, you will find out shortly. But just to begin by saying that our guest is a UK-based gospel music minister. So you know one of them is home-based, so to speak, how that is going to happen. Please, let's welcome our guest this morning, Dunamis Olufunke, who is our guest this morning. Okay, you see, she's in Lagos.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's exciting to see you. First of all, let me begin. First of all, you chose storytelling in your lyrics, in your songwriting.
Yeah.
How is that? Where did that come from?
I mean, how else do I want to express my message if I'm not telling it as it is? And it can only come in stories, sequence of events, your experience, and what you've been doing, you know. So I find it easy. And then folk song has been, it's been something I really love. Let me say, it's a genre that I easily fit in when I tell my stories in songs. So it's just the easiest way for me to express myself.
I can imagine you are one of those people who grew up listening to folk music a lot.
Yes.
What were your favorite genres? Please don't tell me Sakara.
No. If I want to start from way back when I was young, it used to be Abib Karim. You know that one that did Jesu Shohun lo n gbà ni, Elédùmarè Baba Shohun lo n gbà ni, mo dúpẹ́ o Jesu ó gbà mí tilé tọmọ, Jesu o Shohun lo n gbà ni. You know, and Akin Adebayo, Ìmọ́lẹ̀ Ayọ̀, those were the ones I knew way back. Ìrẹ ni mo ní, Ọlọ́run ẹlẹ́dàá mi o, Bàbá mi mọ dá mi lóhùn lásìkò tí ó yẹ mí. You know, so with that one, and then he went on to Tope Alabi, you know, Shola Alison, and Kent Edunjobi also fits in. That's what he does. So it makes it easy for me to collaborate with him. If that answers
you
the
know,
question.
did you come to the studio with a natural vocoder machine? Because it would seem as you were singing the way you sang with a microphone inside the studio. Did you come? Anyway, let me not ask you that question. How are you able to balance? Of course, it is a compliment.
Thank you.
How do you balance music and your role as a wife and a mother?
Wow.
But before you answer that one, how did you get into music, knowing the challenges that are in the industry, and why music?
Well, I started in 2020, you know, shortly after COVID. You know, it was a very quiet time. That was a time to reflect, and you fear God the more during that time. So that was when I started, not too long ago. And I did not start music because there is an industry or there's a competition out there. I just started because I knew God had placed something inside of me that must come out. I have to empty it. I've always been singing in choir in my church, New Covenant Church, Woolwich. I've been there for almost 20 years now. And, you know, I just felt I have to do more outside of church. And I knew God had deposited something inside, which has to come out to the world. So
what were you doing before that?
I was working as a youth worker in the UK, you know, and going to church.
Youth worker in church?
No. Generally, you know, what I did as a career over there is in the health sector, you know, where you look after young people and follow them to achieve their ambition. So you're more like a key worker and a youth worker when you in that role.
And you stopped that during COVID?
Oh, yes. I stopped that because I came to Nigeria to come and be with my husband, you know, so I stopped working right then. And I've actually not been back to work since then, so...
You've been singing since
it's been,
then?
Yeah, I've been singing. It's been the ministry. Praises to God. So back to what Uncle Ayo was saying. Music is not, for me, it's not an industry. It's not a competition. I'm just putting out what God has deposited in me. I can't see any industry. I can't see it. I just see me achieving purposes and fulfilling visions.
You're definitely in for a ride.
Thank God.
And if you're making money on the side, it's fine.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely. I mean, I totally agree with you on that, Alero. You know, but I'm also very much interested. I mean, Alero, you would understand this question. So how are you able to balance motherhood, wifehood, if there is such a word, and music, knowing that music, the expectations of me, the demands of the music industry can be very unregulated, could come at times, and so how do you balance them?
Firstly, I would like to just say thank God for my husband. He has been very supportive. He has been a lover of music. He loves worshiping. So he makes it all easy for me. Sometimes I will just see him singing out of tune. And once I join in, we are in for a ride. So he loves to worship. So that's made it so easy for me. He wants to support me. We do have sometimes like, no, you can't do this at this time. We didn't plan for this. It's just happening. I said, well, this is out of our hands now, my dear. This is in God's hands. We can't control it. He likes to plan everything. And I like to follow rules, but most of the time I break the rules. Because I tell you, like you said, it can be so unregulated. Things can just happen. Like yesterday, my pastor from the UK said, I have to be in Ibadan to minister. And I was scheduled to do it on Friday. But on getting there, they said we had to wait till this morning. So that we had to quickly go and talk about it. What do we do? I saw his look. I'm like, okay, what do you want? Should we stay? Okay, let's stay. No, we're not staying. We're going back. Eventually, we had to be here today. So we came back last night, after last night. So it's not been too bad. With the children, they have their own setting. I mean, my children are in the UK. One is in the uni. I have a younger one who needs the attention mostly now. So I only have one that's...
I do beg your pardon. We just have to pause a little bit now and go. I am sorry. Please carry on.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, motherhood, I only have one that I have to focus on now. My children are doing very well. One is working. So the responsibility is becoming less and less. So, but majorly and most importantly, I have my husband to thank. I have him to thank. He made it all easy.
Your husband lives in Nigeria?
Yes.
And you live abroad?
With the children.
How do you juggle that?
See, when I tell you it's out of our hands, it's because sometimes we don't know, but it works. It's working for me.
It's working for you, but it can't be easy working in Naira and changing and sending to you in pounds.
Yes, I know. I know, Auntie. Auntie Alera, I know that. I know, but I have to just thank God that He's providing. It's not easy doing that bit, but thank God.
Okay. And you have 2 children?
Yes, I have 2 of my own, 2 steps. So all in all, I have 4.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So that video that was just shown, where did you record that? Here or over there?
Over in the UK. We did that in the UK. But we felt we had to bring it back home as well. Kent is based in Nigeria. I was over there. So we were able to do it when it was with us over there. So, but we had to bring it back home, which is why we're doing this.
Why isn't your husband in that video?
Well, maybe next one. I'll tell her. You want to put me in trouble.
Does he not support your ministry?
He does. He's the backbone. But you know, we will talk about that one. We have to do one with him in it.
He's shaking his head.
Mr. O. Mr. O of God.
Well, I actually, I know also that, don't worry, I know what Alera is trying to do there, but
we have to do that.
Answered very,
now
very
that
well.
you have said it.
I understand we should actually take a quick trip to Edo, but before then, let me just ask you this one. So here you are, you have put a signature on your music, on how people see Dunamis. Folk music and traditional mostly.
Yes.
And storytelling.
Yes.
Now, where do we is this your first album, by the way?
No, this is the fourth one actually.
Fourth?
Okay.
Yes. We started with Shemi Lore.
In 4 years?
No, singles has been, fourth in 4 years. It's every year we just release a single. We started with Shemi Lore and Bugbola, and we did Modukpe and now Duro Doluwa. So it's been 4 in all.
Okay.
And it's all been the same kind of genre.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for coming. Dunamis Olufunke.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All the best.
Thank you so much, Auntie Alero.